My name is Kim Cameron, and I am a singer-songwriter and also an author. I love music because it sort of transforms me into something a little different. And it's hard to explain, but it just makes my world a little bit happier.
Left in the name of honor, and years have passed, a world away.
It was a chance meeting of a gentleman on a flight. It was late at night, and there weren't that many people on the airplane, but I was sitting next to a really attractive guy, and for some reason we started a conversation, because from Seattle to DC is a long flight. He had told me about how he had just left his second tour of duty for being placed over in Iraq. It was a little bit therapeutic for him to talk to a stranger, because you can tell strangers anything, really. You don't really think you're going to see them again. And I was fairly touched. He made a personal decision to go into the Army because that was something that he felt like he owed society to do. And so he went to the first tour, and it was pretty devastating, and he got hurt pretty badly. He ended up at Walter Reed for a while, and after 6 or 7 months, he said, "You know what? I'm gonna go back. I can't leave, my team there." So we went back for a second tour, and he became very depressed about it. And largely, his comments were, in the year plus that I was gone, nothing had changed. Absolutely nothing had changed. So everything I did meant nothing. It was very heartbreaking because you could see that he had a soul that really all he wanted to do was help. And late at night it brought a few tears to my eyes, and I couldn't shake it. And I ended up writing a song very quickly, I would say the next day or 2 days later, about him. And ended up dedicating it to our armed forces. And within, I would say, about a year and a half, I had a show, and I had this guy come up to me, and he said, I'm not sure if you remember me, but we met on an airplane about a year and a half ago. And I looked at him, and I thought, oh my gosh, you're Hunter. I actually wrote a song about you. And what was funny about the conversation is, when you don't really know a person and then they say, well, I wrote a song about you a year and a half later, it's kind of creepy. You wrote a song about me? You could see on his face he was a little creeped out by the whole thing. Anyway, we exchanged some contact information, but that was kind of the end of our, I felt bad because I had kind of freaked him out. But then a couple days later, I got an email from his mother, and I had done this song, and she was just, so happy because he was touched by that, and she had known he was in a place that he was struggling to get out of. It's a great story, made for a great song. It was a great time for me to meet somebody like that, and it was very rewarding, unexpected, that he was touched that I had done something.